Alright, today we're going to be looking at the Brave and the Bold starter deck. Yesterday we looked at the Swift Justice starter deck with Superman and Flash, but I have much higher hopes for this one just because both Batman and Wonder Woman are probably top 3 leaders in the game, and the Might faction in and of itself is just a really strong faction. But we're just going to go ahead, play a game of this deck, win or lose, give our thoughts on it, and see how we can probably make it better. Straight off the bat, I don't see Commissioner Gordon in here, so I mean, that would be a way that I would personally make it better. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's go ahead and get our first game in. All right, we have our game here against Chill Crowet. Looks like we're going first. We're definitely going to get rid of Truth and Justice here. That's way too expensive for the opening hand. We could be greedy and keep Queen Hippolyta, but if we do that, then we have 2 actions. We need a body on the board, so let's get rid of Queen Hippolyta. Oof, that's really bad. We don't have a body to play on turn 1, but it's not the end of the world because we have both a Batarang and an Arrest, so whatever they play here, we will be able to get rid of. We're going to just go ahead and use Utility Belt to seek a gadget, and we're just going to go ahead and get another Batarang, and then that's going to be our turn 1. Hopefully, next turn, we can draw into a Bronze Recruit. We definitely need really good draws here because we're going up against Batman, Aquaman, which is what a lot of people consider to be just the best looter combination in the game. And we draw into a Nightmare Nurse, so that's not very good for us. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of the Blue Devil with the Batarang. And, I mean, there's nothing else that we can do here because we can't arrest anybody, so we're just going to go ahead and end our turn here. We're still not in an awful position just because we still have a Batarang and an Arrest, so we can send something back to their hand, and then the other card, if it's weak enough, we can kill it with a Batarang. Oh, okay, they don't have a unit to play. That's pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and do Nightmare Nurse here. And the question here, before we draw a card, we get Hybrid Bullock. That's going to be really good for next turn when they actually have a body on the board. So we're just going to go ahead and
may the gods grant us their favor.
Buff these 2 up with Wonder Woman and get another gadget. If we can get another Batarang here, no Batarang, we'll take the Bandits instead. And then we will go ahead and I say we punch into Aquaman. Aquaman ramps up really hard in the later stages, so we want to get rid of him over Batman. I mean, it's a hard decision either way. They're both really strong leaders. But I mean, I think in this situation right now, I want to go for Aquaman. And he gets his free sea creature that is also buffed up. Okay, can we... Okay, as it stands right now, we can get rid of the giant anglerfish. At the very least, we can still arrest it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have a Batarang for our question here. Super strength. Okay, so we have to get rid of the giant anglerfish here because we're not going to be able to get rid of Superboy. So we can arrest it, or let's see what we have here. Okay, I guess we're gonna draw 2 cards. Injustice, Big Barda, that is very bad. Very bad. I mean, we have to arrest it here. There's no other play. We can get rid of the shield with the Batarang, but then just arrest. No, not Harvey. harass the giant anglerfish. Because what the giant anglerfish does is it buffs the recruits that have 5 or more power by 1 and 1. So we have to get that out of the way. And then let's just go ahead and heal because we're going to be taking a lot of damage next turn. And that's all we can do. We have 2 dead cards in our hand, essentially. But our Batman is back up to full. Won't be for very long, but he is back up to full for now. I'm interested to see if they're going to just go ahead and get rid of the Nightmare Nurse with the Superboy. Okay, they have 2 ambushes, which is kind of scary to deal with. And we have to deal with them because... Okay, Nightmare Nurse. Yeah, we have to deal with them because now they can just get free damage on their Nightmare Nurse. Nightmare Nurse is dead, never mind. Okay. So what do we do here? We get our own Superboy. So we get a gold and Superboy. Okay, so we have to do Big Barda and Superboy here. I think that's the only line.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Let's get... I'm gonna take the tear gas here just so our Batman takes less damage when we punch into it, because we have to punch into it.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Okay, so we dealt with both of their ambush threats. They still have the freaking massive Superboy on the field. But next turn, if they don't clear both of our threats, we can Truth and Justice, which is a pseudo heal on Batman and Wonder Woman. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now they can kill... Yep, they can kill Big Barda now. But we can also kill their Superboy. Unless if they bandage it. Please don't bandage it. Oh, they don't bandage it. We can kill their Superboy. That's huge. Okay. So, what do we do here? We definitely... Do we Nightmare Nurse? Well, I think every time we're just doing this. Because that's free. No. I think maybe we Nightmare Nurse here? No. Because they both get their ability off here. No, I guess we do have to Nightmare Nurse. And we can kill the Batwing. Alright. We've stabilized. They get both of their abilities here, which is not great. But Truth and Justice did help us stabilize there. The heal from Nightmare Nurse is coming in clutch. But they're just going to be able to kill Nightmare Nurse. Okay, they exhaust our Superboy, which is really bad for us. We would have preferred if it exhausted the Nightmare Nurse. But either way, we're still in a pretty decent spot. Because to kill the Nightmare Nurse, they're going to have to punch in with both Batman and Aquaman. I don't like the fact that the giant anglerfish is up. Crypto, they're going to put that on the giant anglerfish. Yeah. Do they kill Night Mariners here? They don't kill Night Mariners. Okay. So we just Batwing. Gives us a bandage. And then we Harvey Bullock. And then
I still
we
have
Batman
a few tricks
ability.
up my sleeve.
May the gods grant us their favor.
That way Nightmare Nurse lives. We heal up Nightmare Nurse. And then it's unfortunate, but we have to punch in with both our leaders here. We both take 7. Oh wait, we don't have to punch in with both our leaders. What was I thinking? I'm so stupid. I'm so silly. Hey, we got a win. Nice. All right, that was a pretty decent deck. I liked it. All right, so we got a win against the meta leader combination with this starter deck, which is actually really surprising. I mean, I had high hopes for it because Batman and Wonder Woman are both really good, but I didn't expect to not only beat the meta deck, but have them concede on us. So this is just right off the bat a pretty good just deck to run base. I was saying that maybe we can take Nightmare Nurse out, but honestly, Nightmare Nurse did a lot of work. The arrests were really good early game when we didn't have board. It helped us keep tempo up because they would just play a card and then we'd get rid of it with arrest. Also battering stays. No matter what, battering is just really good for getting rid of early game threats. So if I had to make any adjustment here, 100% put in Commissioner Gordon. I don't know what we get rid of for Commissioner Gordon. Honestly, maybe Huntress. I'm still leaning maybe Huntress or Nightmare Nurse. What's the curve here on actions? We have 14 actions. If that's the case, I say we get rid of Bat Computer for Nightmare Nurse. Yeah, we get rid of Bat Computer for Gordon, I think. And then on the might side, everything else seems pretty decent. I mean, we could run. Let's go to tactics. We could run none of these. Alfred is pretty good just because it gives you bandages and it charges your Batman leader. So we could put some Alfreds in there. Bluebird is really good, so we can run some Bluebirds. I would probably take out both the Question and Arrest for Alfred and Bluebird here. That way we still have our same bronze curve. And maybe take out a utility belt and put Detective Chimp in. John Diggle is also really good. So yeah, take out Huntress, put in John Diggle. And then Bat Cycle is really good. On the silver side, honestly, yeah, I would take out Nightmare Nurse for sure because we need room for Gordon, Lucius Fox, Robin, Speedy. Those are like the de facto silver cards if you're going to be running a Batman deck. You need to have Lucius Fox, Speedy, Robin, and Commissioner Gordon. So honestly, probably get rid of all of these silver cards except for Batwing. Batwing is really good. So I'd actually take out Gotham Girl to make room for all of those silvers. I would also take out Big Barda here on the might side. And we probably just don't run any golds on the tactics side. We could probably, if you really want to, you can run like a Signal or like a Cyborg. But Cyborg is infinitely better in mono blue decks. On the Might side, we keep Antiope, we keep the Mascarian Minotaur. We might want to take out... Yeah, I think we take out Warlord in favor of Superman Robot. Superman Robot is just so good. We also need to find room in this deck for Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor is just also amazing. The fact that he's a 2/3 body that charges a leader, he's probably the best card in the game that like fills that niche of charging a leader. Because I believe all the other charge a leader cards are 1/1, but he's 2/3, so he's actually a threat on the board early game, and then he charges your leader. If you go second, that means that on turn 1 you can pop off a 2-charge leader on turn 1. That's just ridiculous. Let's see, Wildcat is really good in Might decks because Might decks have this kind of flow where they kind of all just buff each other. And what else? Steel is really good in Might decks. We have Superboy. Queen Hippolyta. She's in there, so she stays. And then I personally run Swamp Thing, Truth and Justice, Unexpected Help, and sometimes Dual Force. So it's kind of gold heavy, but I think it's worth it to run both Swamp Thing. I mean, 2 Swamp Things, 2 Truth and Justice, 1 Unexpected Help, obviously, because it's a legendary. And then if you can afford it, which that's getting really getting really greedy, put in Dual Force. Out of the Might cards that I would take out, I'd probably take out Warlord. He's a big body with the 5 power, but he just gets killed by so many things. A Battering kills him, a Dramatize kills him, an Energy Blast kills him, Harvey Bullock kills him. Like, there's so many things in the game that kill him. Freaking Amethyst kill him. So I don't think that it's worth it at just a 1. There are so many things that you can just kill him super easily. So I think we take out Warlord. We take out Big Barda. I would take out Hawkman. If I'm running one of the Hawks, it'd probably be Hawk Girl just for the draw utility. And I'd honestly... Super Strength is really good, but you might have to take out Super Strength to make room for some of the better Might cards. But yeah, overall, this deck, I mean, honestly, you could just run it base. You saw me win against the meta deck right now, so you could just run it base and be fine. But, you know, there are always some ways to improve, and those are just the ways that I would improve it. But honestly, if you want to run it base, then you can get away with it. I mean, I certainly did. Let me know what you think, how you would change the deck, and leave it down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Have a good one.